Uh, Meow. What's good, everybody? So, if you've been watching my recent videos, I've been debunking other people's videos and dissecting their awful takes. But today, I want to put my opinions out there and talk about some of the most obscure Sonic characters. Let me know if you agree and add some honorable mentions into the comments. I'd like to turn this into a discussion. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. Lanolin the Sheep. So Lanolin started off as a side character at the beginning of the IDW comics. She grew up in Riverside but didn't serve any significant role up until after Sonic and Amy saved her home from Metal Sonic's invasion before the Metal Virus. Now she's the leader of the Restoration, a resistance group with the endeavor to stop the Eggman Empire, and she leads a small team known as the Diamond Cutters, consisting of herself, Tangle, and Whisper. Now, I love Lanolin as a character. Her design is perfect, and she really has fit into the series a lot better and more appropriately compared to the rest of the characters on the list. I still found her to be obscure because she doesn't get much exposure. A good example of this is in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. They gave us the other Diamond Cutters, Tangle and Whisper, but they didn't include her into the game for some reason. Luckily, if you're playing on PC, you can get a mod to remedy that. She does have an arc in the IDW comics, but it's not anything major. I want to keep going on and on about Lanolin because she's such a dynamic character, but that's not what you clicked on this video for, so let's continue. Rotor the Walrus. So Rotor grew up in a city called Iceboro with his family, but was forced to move away because of Dr. Eggman's incursion. His family relocated to Mobotropolis, but his dad was killed by the Eggman Empire. His mom survived, but she left him behind and returned back to Iceboro. Years later, Rotor joined the Freedom Fighters as their chief engineer, creating weapons to fight back against the Eggman Empire. So I think Rotor is a very compelling character. He has moments of altruism, like when he sustained injuries from a falling ceiling, and whilst doing so he saved Tails, and his design is unique enough to make him stand out compared to the other bruiser type of characters like Knuckles and Storm. The reason why he isn't as known or recognized is because he only makes an appearance in the comics for the most part. Salil the Sugar Glider was in a clan of performers known as the Celestial Troupe. Sounds like they took inspiration from Hunter x Hunter with this one. But she was expected to perform at her best by her family at all times, but one day on stage she froze up. As a result, Salil was banned from performing again, and she spent a lot of time isolated. During her time alone, Salil found footage of Sonic's acrobatic techniques, and she came up with an alter ego known as Lunar the Thief. As Lunar, Salil went on crime sprees in the city, stealing Chaos Emeralds and causing problems, but she wouldn't remember her crimes. When her family discovered her, they cited Sonic as the cause. In the end, Salil talked out her differences with her parents, and they learned to accept her. They ended up settling the drama, but the peace was short-lived when Eggman showed up to cause chaos. It's a really good read, and I definitely recommend it if you haven't checked it out yet. Just look up Sonic IDW number 81. It's 3 panels, I think. The reason why I have Salil low on this list is because she's a relatively new character, so it's not fair to call her one of the more obscure characters. Honey the Cat is a character who is all about self-promotion. She was first introduced in the Sonic Fighters game in 2012, and she hasn't been brought back since. Just like with Lanolin in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, you can get a mod to play as her. Now, I was planning on giving Honey her own video, and I probably am still going to, but she manages to make the list because of her lack of appearances and screen time. Honey the Cat is one of my favorite felines in the Sonic cast, and it sucks that she doesn't get utilized because she has a solid fan base. At the number 6 spot of the list, we have yet another sheep. Arium, who Sonic and friends encountered in Sonic Dream Team. Her purpose in the story is that she needs Sonic and his friends to collect Dream Orbs so she can restore her power. Upon doing so, she would reconnect to the Dream Core, remove Eggman from the Dreamscape, because Eggman can't go 5 minutes without being evil apparently, and wake up everybody, freeing them from their eternal slumber. Now, if y'all want to, you can interchange Honey with Arium's placements on this list because Honey is arguably more obscure since Sonic the Fighters came out in 2012, but she doesn't have a voice actor, so that's the main reason why I considered putting Honey in either the number 7 or the number 6 spot. I would still understand if you disagree with me though. The interesting thing that I like about Arium, and it's what makes her more memorable for me, is her name. It's associated with REM sleep, which is attributed to having dreams while you're sleeping. That little bit of trivia combined with her colorful aesthetic puts her at the number 6 spot of the list of obscure Sonic characters for me. It just doesn't help the fact that not that many people played Sonic Dream Team. Johnny. So Johnny was created by Eggman and Eggman Nega with the objective of finding the Jewel Scepter in Sonic Rush Adventure. There's not really much to say about him because he's just a Jet the Hawk clone. Almost literally since he looks like a Jet, and figuratively since he has the personality of Jet. He's arrogant and he doesn't think that Sonic deserves the title of being the fastest thing alive. Johnny is pretty forgettable as a character for these reasons. These next 4 characters are very obscure, and I don't blame y'all if y'all haven't heard of them before. In the number 4 spot we have Barry the Kuka, or Kuka. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Quokka. I don't know what animal that is. But he's from a rather recent game called Who Murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. But don't be mistaken for the recency. Just because he was introduced in 2023 doesn't save him from obscurity. His role in the plot is that he helps everybody figure out who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. And no, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil who it was, because that would defeat the purpose of the whodunit type of story. Just like I said, it's one of those whodunit mystery train stories. There's not really much to say about Barry here. He merely serves as the main character in a Sonic spin-off game. That's why he faded into obscurity these past few years later. In the number 3 spot, we have a much older character. Nicole the Lynx was introduced in 1993 in the Archie comics. She's an AI program designed for Sally Acorn. She was created by Dr. Elodie, a family friend of Sally Acorn's royal family. His projects involved using energy from rings, which is what enables Nicole to manifest in the real world. Her main body appears as a conscience in a digital realm. Think of Nicole as being Sage decades before Sage even existed, and she's not evil. Something worth pointing out is that Dr. Elodie's research was so impressive that even Tails was stunned by it. Anyway, Nicole the Lynx hasn't been used in a while, and that's why I put her in the number 3 spot. So we have Silver, but in order to complement him, we need Gold. Gold the Tenric was first introduced in the Archie comics, Sonic Universe number 80. She has a major arc in Silver's story where she telepathically leads him to a conspiracy of an evil group known as the Council, the evil scientific researchers who run the city 200 years after the Freedom Fighters were active. The Council took Gold in and used her to further their research on dimensional portals, but their ambitions got the better of them because the dimensional rift that they forced open was home to a harbinger of destruction. Silver, who was new to using his powers, was able to close the dimensional portals, so with the help of Dr. Slemmer, a researcher who was investigating the portals, they both went back to the Council to stop them. In the end, Gold introduces herself, but they all get caught by the Council. Silver escapes with Dr. Slemmer and Gold, and they defeat the portal monster and close the portal, saving the city. Oh yeah, and the Council got killed by the monster. It was revealed before the fight with the monster that either one of these monsters or the same monster ravaged Gold's home, but she accidentally stumbled upon one of the dimensional rips in her world. That's how she ended up in Silver's world. I honestly think that Gold and Silver could get their own games if Sega wanted to have this plot for a game, and Gold hasn't really been utilized since, and it's honestly just a missed opportunity. Before we talk about the number 1 spot, I want to bring up some honorable mentions. Shade from Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood hasn't been utilized in a really long time, and she isn't known that well because barely anybody played Sonic Chronicles, not to mention that the game isn't canon to the official Sonic timeline. In the Sonic Universe issue number 83, there's the Eggman Dozen, basically Eggman's regional bosses, his best of the best constituaries. The reason why I think they're obscure is for the same reason as Gold the Tenric. They only show up in the comics and they haven't been utilized since their introduction. Not only that, but the hard-boiled heavies who made a return in Sonic Mania overshadowed them. Next, in our honorable mentions, we have Fang the Sniper, Bean the Dynamite, and Bark the Polar Bear. This trio of misfits do appear sometimes, but it's so rare that they deserve a mention on this list. Finally, we have Tikal. It's honestly ironic that Tikal is one of the more obscure characters considering she has the most lore on this list. That's mainly why I didn't put her on the list and I gave her an honorable mention instead. Finally, in the number 1 spot, we have a tie for Percy and Stacy from Sonic Boom. I don't think I need to explain why these two are so obscure. They barely had any screen time, and not many people watched Sonic Boom or played Rise of Lyric. To be real, you can literally put any Sonic Boom character in the number 1 spot aside from the main cast, and I would completely understand. Just like with Tikal, it's pretty ironic that Percy and Stacy had the most lore in the show because their family were the protectors of the island, but they're just so forgettable. Even Dave the Intern is more memorable because his quotes are so memorable. And if we're talking about from a character design standpoint, Percy and Stacy just look like Amy or Blaze clones. I'm sorry if these are your favorite characters, but I just don't remember them, and that's why I put them into the number 1 obscure placeholder. Alright y'all, that's my list. I wanted to include other characters like Trip the Sun Gazer, Trip the Sun Gazer, Mimic the Octopus, and Sally Acorn of course, but it's a top 10 list so I couldn't find a placeholder for them. Let me know down below who you think is the most obscure Sonic characters. Please don't forget to like, sub, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Even with my friends under the spell of a wicked siren, I selflessly administered medical care to the foul temptress.
Hi, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, hero extraordinaire.
You don't happen to have a wrench or some tools I could use to fix my bike?
No, but maybe I could interest you in some gift wrapping?
That's okay.
Don't worry, I can fix your bike.
No, I will!
You're just loving this, aren't you? Having men fight over you? A modern woman could take care of herself.